Hey everyone, it's Shar from Shar's Fascination. Look, I'm still in my pajamas. Honestly, wash them, hang them, and wear them again. But we are not here for that. That's why you see me wearing the same thing. Um, so, because where I live, we only have one grocery store, right? We have a Wawa, we have one Chinese food restaurant, we have a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Rite Aid. Let me see, what else do we have? Two pizza places, but I like one better than the other now. And a lovely bookstore and a diner. That's the basics. But one of the employees, she had her box cutter and it kept falling in her pocket. And I'm like, because I made sure that she knew that I kind of like kicked underneath the shelving at the bottom on the floor, because I didn't want anybody, gaining access to that and doing stupid, right? Because we got to keep our people in these stores safe and protected all the time without the crazy bullshit that goes on during the current, So, what I'm going to show you today, and I know my videos are kind of here and there right now, I'm gonna get back to work on this soon, if you know what I mean. But before I do that, I told her that I would make her a leather pouch for hers. Now hers is a little bigger than this because this is an older one. The older ones are slim and you literally have to twist this to get the blade to go up. You do. Unlike the newer ones where you just have the little piece that's like right here or right here, wherever it may be. They're all different. So let me show you how I'm going to do this. Okay, so that you can all see this, I have like my little TikTok light going on. That's that light. That's a bright thing, isn't it? Sorry for blinding you with the light. So what we're going to do here, because you can take this, and this is the way I want to put it maybe, because you need to leave 2 inches at the bottom, 2 inches at the top. The other way to do that is to lay it right here. You leave 2 inches at the top, and then you have, oh, that's gonna work, okay. And then you have your 2 inches at the bottom. So we have this going on here, plus that leaves a good I'm gonna leave 3 inches on each side, because when I go to cut this, let's see, this will be I will mark this over here. This will be front. Just put an F for front and B for back. You're just going to put that in the area right here for now, where you're not going to be marking that much. I guess I kind of should pull you back a bit. Anyway, that way you can see this better than that shadow that overcasted this. So you got the F, that's the front, got the B, that's the back, right? Now, I do keep Sharpie markers around. Always a good thing to have. This is a grid paper. Yes, this is in fact a interfacing, but this grid interfacing works for a lot of things. Now, as you all know, I do have my various different leather tools, so we'll go ahead and set this one. I'm going to set that one aside for now. Okay, like I said, you got your 2 inches marked, and you got your inches here. Okay, you got your 2 inches here. A lot of people be like, wait, that's not consistent. Now, what you want to do is make sure that when you do the front pieces, you want to make sure that you can take a whole different piece of paper and do this. Make sure that you draw a template if you want. You just draw a template. Because, like I said, the ones for today are a lot bigger, right? So today's would be where you would leave at least, because it's going to be about to here where your new one would be. Okay, so you're basically going half in on this because your actual shape will be right here. So when you go to do that, then like I said, this is just making a template. And that's why you have your 2 inches at the top, your 2 inches at the bottom, and that does make a difference. It's because you're literally, and they are shaped different. You need to remember that. Not everybody's an artist. So if you don't have a straight line, do not hate on yourself for that. I've been an artist since the age of 2. And I have consistently tried to keep with being able to draw things out according to their shape. As close as possible. So like you see that there, we can just go like this if we want, honestly, because I was doing that half mark as a reference. Now just go ahead and just bring that up like that. So this right here is going to match better. This was just reference marking here and here. Okay, so again, front, put your F right in the middle now. So what this does here, because you have these inches, and I'm going to show you, like, you want to make sure that you have these inches here, okay? Your marks here, because when you go to cut that leather, what you need to do is you need to make sure that it literally shapes. So you're not just going to have one piece of leather that shapes to that. If that makes any sense to you, I hope it does. And we have 1, 2. Again, just cut this along the line. That way you can try to get it as consistent as possible. Even if you have to hold it like this. So you can just get rid of that. You have your 1, 2. So you have your mark here in the middle. Okay. I said 1, 2. Let's go 1, 2 to this mark. I know to most of you that be like, wait, isn't that 3? Well, we're wanting to mark 2 inches out from that mark. Okay? Even though it can be this, which is consistent with what I just did, which makes where I'm cutting the exact 2-inch measurement. Now you can do these several different ways, and I'll tell you, you know, people do their leather workings different, which is great. You know, we're not the same. Okay, now that you have that marked out, like I said, this is your front piece. You can literally take your front piece to your back piece. And you might be like, wait a minute, that totally doesn't match. Well, not in that direction, but it does in this one. It sort of does in this one. So you just basically want to flip it to the other side, because this is literally the back. If you see a brand name, hold on. If you see a brand name, that's the back gear tool. Does that make sense? That's the back gear tool. This is so old, it has a place here to loop something through. Let's say like a piece of paracord, that you could just like loop that through and make the sailor's knot. So basically you want to take this and go in the opposite direction of what you just did on here. So I'll do that and we'll be back. Now, if you can see this, and I hope you can, this is the front piece. Okay, you see where I have the marker lines at. And then here's the back piece. Yes, it is wider than the back piece. And the reason for that is you honestly need to have the back piece wider than the front piece. Now, when I go to do this, to actually do the whole thing, this will match up, even though it doesn't look like it will. This will literally match up. And the reason that you want to have more on the back is because you need to have that flat expenditure. Okay? Now remember, when you do things like this, like I said, I have my leather working stuff, in which I haven't done a leather project in a while. I still have my moccasins cut out. I just haven't put them together in the last so many years, after all the fakery. Anyway, so now when you go to do this part and this part, like I said, these are your template pieces to do that. Okay, so when you go to mark out your leather, which I will end up getting the leather out, and that'll be a whole leather video, but for now I'm going to show you how you're going to do this. Now don't forget to grab your small ruler, one that may have come with your leather stuff, like this one. I also have a longer one. Now this came with something else. Wait, no, this is one of the long ones. I got my leather stuff, some other leather stuff, other leather. And then this small one also came with some leather stuff. But these are good to have, these metal rulers. You know, if somebody tries to get you while you're home alone, they don't want that. These are very sharp, very sharp. Another thing you want to have when you're doing things like this, you want to make sure that you have a good pair of pinking shears. It's my only ones that I have. I got these on Amazon, and these little black scissors came with that. You all know from my sewing videos that these scissors stay on the sewing machine. Can the sewing machine sew leather? Yes, that is why that is a Singer Heavy Duty 4452, equipped to handle leather. Why? Because the way that Singer designs a lot of these machines, I forgot my all isn't in there anymore. It's not all in there. Anyway, oh, I know where it is, but I do have a really good leather punching awl from one of my favorite native shops, and you know, they're really good. I love them. And Prairie Edge, oops, that's a chip. Prairie Edge also has these, so I do keep a memory card in there because that's some of my YouTube content. So yeah, there's this. Now, like I said, you want to make sure that when you do this, right? So we'll go ahead and move the back over here. When you do this, you have to think of the shape, right? So let's go by shape. when you're shaping this to fit that, and this is why we have certain marks. People make remarks, but this is why we do certain markings on our works. Try to bring that in a bit more like that. Okay, because you honestly need to have that close to the edge, but not exactly on it. Okay? Close to the edge. On this side. I think we'll try to do this way. There we go. That's much better. Except for we need to, on this side of it, you honestly need to bring that out a bit and put that in a bit. Yeah, I don't know why that flew booed. It's close enough. Even though it kind of flew booed up here, you do actually want it that close to the edge. So that when you go to do this, you have your extra markings for the outer part. This is what called, it's basically your seam allowance that you're giving yourself here in the front. Now in the back, you honestly, this is just going to be a piece. You can shape it down if you want. It's not necessary. Like I said, keep your proper tools around. I know this video isn't much. It is something. I am getting better. A lot of us haven't been feeling well because of our disorders. Like with Christine. Yeah, she hadn't been feeling too well either. And I'm glad she's feeling better. And she just did a declutter. And I don't really have anything to declutter. I did that a while back. So I just want to bring you this. And now I'm just waiting for the spots to leave my eyes because I had to shut that off. Anyway, I know that was different for lighting, right? So kindly in the comments below, let me know, what do you think about an upcoming leather work for a person? Now what I will do on the back piece of this, which I didn't tell you, is I will take some back piece, maybe cut it a little longer, because it's a good idea, because that employee, she always wears a belt, so I told her that I would make it so she could just slip it onto her belt. Okay, which is always a good idea. Plus, when it comes to the front piece of it, let me show you, which I should have shown you this part. There will be an overlap on the front, even though that'll flip over from the back. There will be, even though this is the front piece I'm just showing you, there will be an overflap. That way she doesn't have to worry about it, because that will be attached on the back. I know, I should have it over here instead. But anyway, like I said, kindly in the comments below let me know. Also, let me write my channel name on here. Sharps Fashion Nation. Okay, anyway, so that's written on the template now. So anyway, at least I'm getting a video out. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. There's so much more to look forward to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.